All right, what's going on, everybody? Chat. Today, I wanted to talk about the new Melty Blood trailer that came out. Now, actually, I wanted to cover this last night, but I got off stream, and then this came out, and so we're going to talk about it today. I don't know a lot about the character, haven't seen it yet, so I had to wait. I know what she looks like a little bit. I can see it from here, but let's go ahead and get it started. All right. First thing, pausing the trailer immediately. Her eyes. So I'm someone that's a little bit well versed in the Fate series and everything. And when I see a character with eyes like this, I think to myself, something real bad's gonna happen to her, huh? For reference, the character this reminds me of, I should do Unlimited Blade Works, is Sakura. Sakura also had kind of like, I think it's like a cool stylistic choice, but the kind of dead eyes, like if you're familiar with Fate at all, you know that nothing good happens to a character who has pupils like these. So that's a red flag. But anyway, go ahead, full screen this. Okay, so noticeably she has a lance. I'll let the trailer play out and then we'll go over it a little bit. Now, something I think is kind of new in this trailer. I'll wait. And this is our super. Damn, they got the blood splatters on that, huh? Oh my god, that's kind of brutal. Cue picture. Okay. So let's go ahead and go back. Let's go back. She's very cute. I think she's I think she has what the kids call le drip. Not sure. But has this always been here? This timer in the middle? I don't know if you probably can't even see it, but those little bars, you can barely see them in this trailer, actually. You can only see it when the screen flashes. But there's bars right here. And these bars, I believe, are to indicate how close you are to each individual corner or where you are on the screen. Because it has this one bar in the middle, and I think whenever there's a hit, it flashes. So I don't know how easy that'll be to see in a real match. It's almost impossible to see now, but she has a lance, which is not something you see typically. And I can see that she has a special resource down here. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But she kind of goes in. She kind of goes in. So I like her theme. So they actually, now I wish they had done this for every character. This kind of reminds me of what they did for Guilty Gear as that was coming out. They had little articles that would talk about, I guess kind of like the character trailers for Guilty Gear. They would talk a little bit, yo, what's up, Yaya? They would talk a little bit about how the character actually plays and functions. So let's go ahead and go over it now. Noel's battle style. Now, notably, she has a lance. I wish we had gotten this for other characters, but I guess it's okay. She specializes in using her huge halberd to control the opponent's movements at mid-range. She has the tools to open up her opponent from her ideal range and should be an easy to manage character for new players. Oh, Ramlethal. She does give me Ramlethal vibes with her range. Her playstyle is obviously entirely different, but she is the mid-range brigadier of this game for sure. Her black keys are strong and neutral and pressure, but she only has access to 10 per round. I think that's interesting. So they must be used wisely. Kind of gives me Banjo and Kazooie vibes from Smash Brothers, if you remember that. And actually, now that I'm looking at the screenshots, the can I enlarge these? Probably not. But the bar is a lot more noticeable here. I'm pretty sure this is to indicate where each person is on the screen. She has two versions, on the ground and in the air. She can throw a second key or dash cancel as follows for the ground version, allowing her to vary her offense. Now, this is a brand new character, so I can't give any deep insight into them. This is just my impressions. But I wonder, first thing, a couple things to consider is the damage. How high is the damage in Melty Blood? How long does a round usually last? Like, is that, if she only gets 10 per round, is it a viable strategy to kind of block her out and kind of like Like with Banjo, you would kind of let him do his, his stupid thing. And when he ran out, then he was a significantly worse character. I wonder if there's going to be something similar to that. The air version can be used as an anti-air by delaying her falling timing or to cover her jump in. Something like that's always good. The X version explodes after hitting the opponent, launching them for an easy pickup. I don't know if we see any of the explosions, but I wonder how crazy it'll be. She has overheads and lows from mid-range, allowing her to play a simple but strong neutral game. That's a little bit scary. Furthermore, Jushi Rinmei Kokuso, I hope I said that right, let me know if I didn't in the comments, can be used to re-stand up airborne opponents, allowing her to mix them up with highs, lows, and throws. Now, I didn't know anything about restands. I can't, to my knowledge, I can't think of a game I've played where they have restands. But this is supposed to be like an incredibly scary mix-up tool. A lot of the people that were playing Strive and were like, oh my god, a game I can finally play, they're going to be getting mixed to hell. And I don't know how they're going to feel about it. Definitely will be comparable to Smash rounds, so I bet she has access to them for a good part of every round. Well, it says right here, she gets a flat 10 per round. Like, she just gets a flat 10 per round. They tell you outright. So, I think it will be like... Because if you look in the trailer... I'll go back. In the trailer, there's an instance where she uses 2 at once. So keep your eye on the X10 right here. I think it's right here. See, 9-8. So in that sequence right there, she used 2. So you can only, just that string alone, and I don't know if it's necessary to use 2, but in this string alone, you could only do this 5 more times, or 4 more times, right? Which with the feathers, you got 5. So if you use 2 every interaction, then it actually is going to be pretty similar. Because she'll only have 5 instances of having that kind of pressure. Like I said, I don't know how it'll play out, but it's interesting that they're giving someone a hard limit. Let's see. Where were we? So she has a DP. Her Noel Summer is useful as an anti-air, and the EX version has invuln frames. The Moon skill version of the move is fast and is jump cancelable, allowing for follow-ups. So... yeah, we're going to have... I really want to know... I wish they had done this so bad for other characters, because I'm going to tell you all who I'm going to main after I get done with this, but this is so cool actually knowing what the Moon Gauge does. The Moon skill version of the move is fast and is jump cancelable, allowing for follow-ups, okay? Yeah, it'll definitely be a lot more often, for sure. I was just saying the whole kind of idea of dealing with that extremely oppressive thing until she runs out and then punishing her for it. Her arc drive, Super Zeng Time, is an extremely long-reaching rushing move, allowing her to convert off long-range pokes. It also has invulnerability, allowing Noel to dodge attacks while advancing. I mean, she has... when I think about stuff like this, I think of... she seems very safe. She seems like she'll be pretty low committal for the most part. Because it kind of reminds me of Catalina, not Catalina. What was that Grand Blue character's name? I can't believe I forgot her name. Everyone just called her Cat. Oh, it is Catalina. Yeah. Yeah, she reminds me of Catalina, and the fact that she'll have the long range confirms and everything. Probably Catalina, yeah. They really emphasize keeping your spacing, and this is going to be her last arc, which is super cool. I'm looking forward to seeing every single last arc in the game. That's going to be awesome, but not done on me, of course. Her last arc activates when she successfully shields with 4 magic circuits or while in blood heat. Yes. More screenshots. We get to see her actually against Hisui, which we didn't get to see in the trailer. When fighting opponents with more range than Noel, her black keys and her moon skill heavy slide are useful. Her air black keys are good for avoiding the opponent's pokes and knock the opponent down on hit, which is very strong, allowing her to get in. Her moon skill heavy slide is long reaching and extremely fast, allowing her to punish the opponent on block and whiff. Furthermore, she can easily destroy any trap set by the opponent with her black keys. Okay. But of course that's going to cost 1, right? Like here she's at 6. Okay. So the black keys are going to be extremely paramount to her play. So when she loses them, it's going to be really bad. But again, depending on how the damage is, rounds may be fast enough to where it doesn't really matter. Characters who fight from a close range usually approach by dashing or jumping. It gives me Axel vibes. Noel shuts down their approach by predicting their approach and stopping them at her ideal range. So this is what I mean when they say they really emphasize her range. What they're saying here is you have to guess the Noel has to guess which. She won't have an option that covers both. She's gonna have to predict low, predict high, which is how you deal with Axel. You make him think you're gonna go. You know, you literally mix him up with your movement, which is an interesting way to play against characters. The ground version of her black keys moves her backwards while throwing out the key, allowing her to keep her ideal distance against opponents approaching from the ground. Reminds me of Kai's jumping stun edge. Her heavy slide with its huge hitbox is good at stopping opponents who are approaching from the air. Okay. If an opponent has started their offense, aim to shield their attacks, allowing you to shield counter and establish your ideal range once more. Furthermore, EX Noel's Summer has invincibility and is useful against an opponent's offense. Her Moonscale black key is also useful as it moves her backwards and starts up very quickly. Moonscale heavy slide allows her to avoid throws as well. Jeez, and then they show his throw whiffing right here. Yeah, I mean, she sounds like a mix-up nightmare. Everyone was kind of crying about the maids, like, oh, the maids are going to mix us up so hard, but this is going to be probably like some week one, this character's ridiculous stuff. But she looks cool. She definitely has a more, I mean, she is just wearing the nun outfit, but she has a more unique design. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I wanted to show something else about Melty Blood that came out recently. And that is they showed the lobby system. So I don't know how, this kind of gives me Under Night vibes, don't you all think? Some Urza Scarlet wannabe? Maybe. In what way? I think this lobby system is, I mean, it's very bare bones, but it's something, right? You can see that you can set the input lag manually. And we know it's rollback, so that's interesting. Plus R did something similar where it has like a starts you neutral, but this looks like a Blaze Blue ripoff. Okay, I actually haven't seen the Blaze Blue lobby, so I'm not sure myself. It's cute. I like the way they do the characters. I like this more than Strive lobbies, definitely. This is just a casual room, so we don't know what the other, like this is the player match, right? So we don't know what the main lobby or the ranked will look like. But if we can take from this, maybe it'll be something similar to Under Nights. It's just uni lobby. Oh, you don't move around? Is that, oh, that's probably why the numbers are indicating. I see. Yeah, we'll have to see, but this is interesting. This is a screenshot I hadn't seen before. So, you know, a mid-range Brigadier, you know, oh, this is Taste character. It's actually not. What is more my cup of tea, actually, and so this is kind of like a 2-for-1, is Arc. Now, I don't love this trailer, and I've seen this. Strive lobbies are a pretty low bar. That's true. That's true. I don't love this trailer, but I was able to see enough to where I knew, especially after hearing like a customizer, that this is probably the character for me. We go back to the Queen. She's got a couple of things that are very key for me. First off, she's got a little bit of style with her, I'd say her moveset. But on top of that, she has Rekkas. She's known for having really strong pressure. These are all things I like in a character, and I actually like her design quite a bit. I didn't like, you know, I know a lot of people that played the old Melty Blood, they were like, oh, this new design is so generic. But I think with the way we can customize our characters, that's not going to be really a problem. I think you can put as much of your personality into it. I mean, custom color schemes, come on, right? So I'm thinking a mix between MASH and Ren Tosca. I'm going to have skins for each. Overhead into the dunk. When I saw the dunk, I was already in love. She does fat damage. Whiff grab. Still fucked him up. Now, I really, like I said, I really wish we had, because these trailers give you so little, right? I mean, that was enough. I just like the Yonder AIs. Ah, you got me. You got me. Guilty as charged. I mean, come on. How could you not? They're so good. It's so good. She's like, I love you, but I low-key want to kill you? Or maybe because I love you, I want to kill you? I'm definitely a fan. She looks like she's got the oppression. I'm a huge fan. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Melty. Whenever it comes out, I probably will take a short break from Strive just to give this game a fair chance. So look forward to that. I will be uploading stuff and all that for it. I I hope nothing bad happens to this character. I see these eyes, and I'm just filled with dread.